Hey, it's Dustin with ConversionAssist, and I want to share with you how we help tour and activity companies get more and also get less. More bookings, more time savings, less headache, less software to juggle, and I'm going to show you that in this video right now. So basically what we do is we implement a done-for-you, proven automation system that we can tailor to your business. That means rather than just having a DIY software where you're left to figure it out with a login and maybe some videos, we put a proven system that works for a lot of operators in place. You don't have to worry about taking weeks and months to set it up. We handle all the heavy lifting. We just need information and access from you. That's a very popular question, is how much work is this going to be for me? And it's going to be the least amount of work you could possibly imagine for something like this to actually get implemented in your business. Our focus here is on helping you take an automation system that can work in your business without you having to manually handle a lot of the tasks that we can do with AI and automation. So some of the things that we help you do are converting more clicks into leads and leads into bookings. This is traffic from your website. This is the highest opportunity for you to make an ROI. You've already paid to acquire people. We help you monetize it the best possible way that we can. Also increasing the lifetime value of every customer. We help you systematically and automatically do that as well. Because again, if you have a customer and they can spend more with you or come back another trip or refer people, that's going to help you make more money off your existing customer base. We help you save time on manual customer service activities, which you're going to see along the way here, and automatically provide a great customer experience because it will be a very consistent experience. We can use automation and AI to help your customers have a good time and again, save you time. And lastly, we actually end up being a lot of times less expensive and a lot less headache compared to anything else you're using right now. And that's mainly because you're usually using a bunch of softwares to accomplish what we can do for you in one. So let's jump right into just a quick high level of how this would look. So Conversion Assist helps tackle a few key areas, which is the pre-booking stage where people are hitting your website or they're coming in and they're not a customer yet, they're reaching out. So we help you turn those people into customers more often, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And then we handle everything from when a booking gets created, integrating to grab that booking data, sending thank yous or opt-ins or upsells, reminders, review requests. And then the other key is we do long-term nurture for you over time. So this is the booking flow that you'd see. It's a big chunk here, but a lot of the magic happens up front here and in the long term here, which we'll see as well as we continue. So there's also two ways to use the system. And I'll tell you my personal favorite obviously is number one, but some operators, they just want the system to work in the background. That is perfectly fine. The way we set this up for you is you really do not need to intervene. It could just work in the background. You can run your business. You'll get the results from it. And it's great. The other way is where people want to get more hands-on. This is basically when they want to create promos to send out and email campaigns and text blasts, and they want to get more involved with their social media posting to the system, which is perfectly fine also. You can definitely do that. It's just really up to you how hands-on or hands-off you want the system to be. And so a few of the things that our software replaces, just to give you an idea, and this is where saving money comes into play, is if you're using any of these softwares, and these might even be low cost estimates, our system will basically replace them. So if you're using an email software or a phone system, anything to send text messaging, doc signing, any review software, things like that, as you can see right here, chatbot software, if I just add all these up, you can save a total of about $845 a month. Now, I know people who spend $600 a month just on email because their list is so big. So these are somewhat conservative numbers, in my opinion, for what you could actually save. It could be a lot more. And again, the benefit is you have everything in one place. So people always say, how is this thing going to make me money? Sometimes it can just save you money. That's how it makes you money. Not to mention all the benefits you get from the system. Integrations. We have a lot of integrations for booking and waivers and even things like Zapier if you use it. So if you're on any of these booking platforms, we can support you. There's some others that are coming as well. So if they're not in this video, they might be live, but just letting you know, this is how we pull booking data so we can do a lot of our timing, our follow-ups. We have customer information. It does not require you to manually enter customers in. If you want to import a list when you first set up with us, that's obviously fine. But going forward, you're not going to need to manually import anything. We pull all that booking data through. And now what we're going to get into is some of the ways we automate things. I'll just jump to some visuals as we go along here, just to make it a little bit clearer for you. I won't jump into every one of these, but I will cover a lot of them. So the first thing is our SMS chat widget and AI bot. Those two things do not need to be used simultaneously. You can see this is just the AI bot answering common questions for people if they text in. And this usually starts with a text conversation on our text widget, or it could just be a reply to a text that we send out. from a customer's booking, like a booking reminder or something like that. With AI bot, not everybody uses it. A lot of people do, and they like it because it saves them time. The main thing is you need to provide the AI bot with the information, as you can see here, for it to give somebody an answer. So you've got the AI bot here on the left in the gray, and you've got the simulated customer over here, giving an example of how that conversation could look. And this is how our SMS chat widget looks on the website. And this is really helpful because with an SMS chat, unlike a live chat, you're actually capturing people's phone number. And then everything from there turns into a conversation in a text message thread like you see right here. So why does this help? Because a lot of people either don't want to call you, they definitely don't want to fill out a form unless it's like a private event or some kind of an inquiry from a group. And it also is a lot easier for your team to handle multiple conversations in the chat or have the AI do it versus multiple phone calls. Next, we have our missed call text. This one's a classic, and this one will make you money if nothing else. If you do nothing else, this one will make you money. Basically what happens is we give you a phone number in ConversionAssist. When people call it, if you happen to miss the call, we just simply text them back and say, hey, it's your company name. Looks like you missed your call. How can we help? They'll typically reply before they go to the next operator, the next place that they can book. The reason being is we want to recapture that revenue if they're a new customer. The other part about it is if you're using the AI bot, it can actually handle this conversation for you if you choose. You don't have to use the AI bot, that's optional. But if you did, it can handle the whole conversation for you. And a lot of times people are losing revenue because they're not getting to all their calls. We'll also talk about it the way we help you with calls in just a minute. Then we have a hot lead follow-up. So this is another way we can automate the process of hopefully getting you more bookings. So imagine you talk to somebody on the phone or through chat and they're hot to trot. They say, hey, I do want to come out, but let me talk to my wife, my husband, whatever. And you say, sure, can I follow up with you? They say, sure, no problem. All you have to do is tag them in our system, and then we can put a sequence in place like this where we reach out to them and see if they're still interested. If they reply, we pull them out. If they book or sign a waiver, we pull them out of this. So you don't have to worry about going back and remembering who's in the nurture and who isn't. We're just going to follow up them. You can add steps to here. You can add emails. You can space things out more or less, whatever you want. The idea, though, is once you tag them on the mobile app or on the desktop app after you talk to them, we will handle the follow-up. We will turn that person into a booking or at least get them to reach back out to you and give you a second bite at the apple. So that one's super powerful. Also, contact forms to SMS. This is basically where if you're getting inquiries, we're able to do a lot with inquiries. We can let you know the inquiry came in. So you don't have to sit there by your email. We can also text the customer back that filled out the form, letting them know we'll be getting back to them once you review it. So I don't have a visual for that, but it's pretty cool. Then this is another popular one that's really powerful, our SMS-enabled phone tree. So a phone tree is not that new, right? You press 1 for this, press 2 for that. But the way we're handling this is a way to help you get out of answering all of the FAQs you would typically have to answer on calls. And depending on what kind of activities or tours you have, a lot of the big ones are, what's your location? What's your address? Where do I park? How do I get to you? Blah, blah, blah. So imagine that instead of you having to answer that question over the phone and explain it, and then re-say it 3 times because the person didn't write it down, or they don't know how to spell the name of the street, or they didn't remember where you told them to park, or whatever it is, they can simply call your business and they hear press 1 for our address and location information. They press 1, and right before the recording plays that information, it will say, press 1 again if you'd like us to text you that information. Now they can get a text with your Google Map link, with your address, everything you need, so you are no longer having to read it to them over the phone. They get a text, which is way more convenient for them as well, and it saves you and them a whole lot of time. So it's a much better customer experience and for your staff. And then of course you have options that are like press 2 for new sales. If you want to make sure all your new sales calls get answered, make sure it is a priority, either person or number, or that gets handled differently than press 3 for existing customers. Where of course you might have to change things, cancellations, those are also important calls. But now you can actually triage the calls that you want to take, and of course get rid of all the time wasting FAQs on some of these options if that's happening to you right now, which is very common. Some other things that we do are sales pipelines. So if you're doing anything right now related to like group events or private events, then we have a full automated sales pipeline that we put in place. You can see customer opportunities. You can see that our system will let you know that we're following up with people based on them filling out a form. We let the customers know, we'll get back to them. You can automatically drag and drop them to an automatic follow-up, similar to what you saw before for the hot lead. So we can just stay in front of them until they basically buy or die or opt out. You get full calendaring and booking if you can talk to people on the phone. There's document signing for proposals if you need to send over a proposal. Everything lives inside the system, so you're not running it down. You can also see the stats of your pipeline and how things look. So it's super powerful for anybody who's doing private events or groups or anything that involves a sales process and is not necessarily an online booking situation. All right, so that covers some of our lead conversion automations. Now we'll just jump to these pretty quickly, but day of booking reminders, that's pretty common. We send out reminders that go out with all the pertinent information. We can link to waivers. We could include the trip that they booked. We can do this for different products or tours or activities that you have so that you can get different information depending on what they booked. So that's pretty powerful, pretty helpful. Review requests, of course, we send those as well. And basically, we just wait 24 hours, ask them to send a review. You're able to get feedback and get reviews from people automatically on autopilot. That works really well. We also have some upsells. This is a great way to make additional revenue. So upsells after people book. If you know they're going to book a particular type of tour activity and there's an upgrade or there's an add-on or there's just another tour you want to share with them, you can systematically and automatically do that. You could even do it based on certain products that they bought. If they bought this trip or activity, upsell them that. If they bought this one, upsell them that. It's really simple and very easy if you think about it. But it's one of those things that you can just incrementally make more money per booking with doing no additional work other than helping us get this in place for you. So super powerful. We also have a 3-year nurture campaign. Now this is just a 1-year example, and there's some other things in here as well, which we'll talk about. This is a 3-year nurture campaign based on US holidays and seasons. Email us to say that you're staying in touch with them. So this is like Thanksgiving, Christmas, as you can see, New Year's, summer's here, things like that. These are not meant to be promotional emails. So we're not saying you're getting a discount. This is literally to stay in touch with them. You can, of course, update them to have discounts or promos, whatever you want. But for nothing else, you will stay in front of people for the next 3 years by doing no additional effort other than having us put this in place for you. We also have a couple other things which we'll see in our list, but a buyer thank you campaign. So this is actually supposed to be 2 days now, but 2 days after their trip, we send them a thank you email. This is just one way to, again, appreciate their business. And also it helps your open rate for sending emails because they're more likely to open that email. And then we also have win-back campaigns. So basically this happened 9 months and 21 months after their last booking. We will send out an email asking them if they're going to come back. We'd love to see them again. Again, these do not have promotions in them, but they can easily be added. If you want to say, hey, if you're coming back out, here's 10% off. Totally up to you. But we're basically just going to look at their last booking date, wait 9 months, send the first email. If they don't book, wait another year. So this might be if they skipped a year, they're not coming back to destination the next year, they're going to come the year after that. Then we stay in front of them again. You can obviously add to this if you want. You can add more than one email, and you can add a promo. But if nothing else, we're going to email them 9 months after and then a year after their last booking. And if they book again, it gets updated automatically. So you don't have to go in here and change their booking date. It's all done on the back end automatically. I'll try to get through this a little bit faster. If you're using OTAs, one of the things that probably frustrates you is that you don't get real customer emails. Well, we have an automation that helps you get real customer emails if they're booking through certain OTAs, not all OTAs, but it's pretty darn simple. We literally just ask customers for an email automatically. It's powerful, it's simple, and it works. We also have a birthday campaign. If you're capturing people's birthdays, you're able to send out a birthday email campaign. Could be a text, could be a video, whatever you want, but pretty cool. The last bit here is some of our communication tools. So our universal inbox is really powerful. It helps you get a lot of your communication in one place. This is another game changer for saving time and efficiency and seeing what's going on. But if somebody were to call you, if they were to Facebook message you, if they were to text you, if they were to use a chat widget, any of those things, all that communication lives in one place. You have template replies you can use here to save you even more time if you're saying things over and over again the same way. So it's super easy and super powerful. So you're saving time and having to jump from app to app all the time. We also have things like SMS blast. So if you want to send an SMS or email blast, we make it super easy. There's also templates that we do a permission-based SMS promotion, which a lot of people don't talk about or don't do. They usually just send out a blast and it comes from the company and it's promo, click here, buy this, 20% off. What we do is a permission-based option. We could basically say, hey, Joe, I've got this promotion for this tour. Are you interested in hearing more about it? If they reply yes, then you share the details. If they reply no, you say, no problem, I'll keep you in mind for future promos. So it's permission-based. That helps you with people not opting out quite as often, not feeling like you're bugging them, and it feels like a more personal approach. So that's some of the ways that we help out with the email and SMS blast. AI Google review replies. If you are getting Google reviews and you are not replying to them, you're losing an opportunity to help your SEO because Google likes to rank people who are replying to their reviews. We can do that with AI right now, so you don't have to worry about spending your time doing it. It does a great job. It could do it for just the 5-star and 4-star reviews. It could do it for all reviews. It's totally up to you. It's another time saver, and it helps you get more visibility if Google ranks you higher because you're replying to your reviews. We also have social media scheduling and content recycling. Basically, if you want to schedule and post your social media through our system, you can. Again, this is totally optional and you don't have to do it. One other thing is you can actually schedule content. So imagine you have a post that does really well, it goes viral. You can actually schedule that post to go out once a week, once a quarter. You can see that right here, once a month, once a year, however you want to do it. It will repost that same content, again, saving you time, getting your best content out there so people can see it. You're getting more mileage out of it. Similar to that, we also help you auto share your reviews to social media. So imagine that you're getting good reviews all the time. Why not get more mileage out of them? So we can basically take those reviews, let's just say 5 stars. You can post them to different social media platforms. You can do one a day, one a week, whatever you want. And really what we do is just take that review, we overlay it over an image. You can actually add your own custom background images, as you see right here. And then that review gets shared to your social media channels, wherever you want to go. And it's very simple. You can see it right here. Nothing fancy, but it's pretty cool to get more mileage when a new review comes in. Why not let people know? Why keep it locked in on Google only? Doesn't make any sense. We also have the ability to give you more call tracking and recording capabilities. So that's pretty basic, but if you need that for chargebacks or anything like that, having a record of your conversation with people can be very helpful. Also, if you've got a sales team and you want to see how they're doing, this makes it very helpful. Lastly on our list, we've got document signing and contracts. You can upload existing PDFs for a document. Any kind of proposal, you can create them in the system, and it's all inside of our system. So again, you can trigger off these things. If people are filling them out or not filling them out, you can create automations around it, and all lives in one system. So you can get rid of your DocuSign or PandaDoc subscription if you're using one or anything like that. And if you did want to be the type that takes things further and you want to send out emails and do promos and blasts, we have a full email template library and builder you can use. Think of it like a MailChimp or anything like that, where you're able to get in there and just send out your messages, newsletters, whatever you want. You can segment customers by whatever means you like. It makes it super easy to be more proactive. So remember that the 2 ways to do this, the autopilot way and the more hybrid approach. This would be more for the hybrid approach if you wanted to use. So that's it in a nutshell. So just to recap, our system is going to help you with your automation strategy. It's ready to deploy. You don't have to try to figure it all out and do it all yourself. We implement it for you. All we need is access to information, and our team handles all the heavy lifting and will help you get things up and going. We're here to help. So if you need changes or tweaks, you want to tweak a message or you want to tweak the timing, you just let us know. We're here. We just want you to be able to respond to your customers if you choose to. You don't want to use AI for some reason, and just show them a great time. So the way this works is if you want to get started, you can simply click on our pricing page, choose the plan that's right for you. We have monthly, we have annual options, and then you'll go ahead and sign up for one of those plans. Once you sign up, you're going to get taken to an intake form where we get a bunch of the information we're going to need to get things rolling for you. It takes anywhere from about 7 to 10 days, give or take, to get people up and going. And what we'll need from you is just information about your business. We'll need access to things like if you're using a booking platform, we'll need that to get the integration set up. We may need access to your waivers if you're using waivers, things like that. Nothing too crazy. It's usually pretty simple, and we try to make it as convenient for you as we reasonably can. So if you want to give it a try, go ahead and click on our pricing page, check out the pricing, check out the details. And if it seems like it's right for you, sign up. If it doesn't, that's fine. If you have any additional questions, go ahead and either grab a time on our calendar to have a call, or just send us a contact form with a simple question. We can respond that way. It's super easy, but thanks for watching. Appreciate your time and take care. God bless.